And now that the Hormuz Strait situation is almost over.
In a powerful joint operation that has sent shockwaves through Tehran, elite operators from Delta Force and the 75th Ranger Regiment have played a decisive role in breaking Iran's restrictions on the Strait of Hormuz. Through a series of rapid, high-intensity strikes, these two legendary units helped shatter Iranian defensive lines and successfully secured key positions along the critical waterway, reopening the passage for global shipping. The mission was born out of necessity. For weeks, Iran had been tightening its grip on the strait by positioning mobile missile batteries, deploying armed patrol boats, and creating floating barriers that threatened to choke off oil tanker traffic. The situation had reached a breaking point. U.S. Central Command decided it was time to act decisively, calling on two of America's most capable special operations forces to lead the charge. The operation launched under cover of darkness. Delta Force operators, masters of high-value target raids and surgical strikes, moved first. Small teams inserted by stealth helicopters onto several key coastal ridges overlooking the narrowest part of the strait. Their objective was clear: locate and destroy Iranian missile command posts and observation points that were directing fire toward passing ships. At the same time, elements of the 75th Ranger Regiment conducted a large-scale air assault. MH-47 Chinook helicopters thundered in low over the water, inserting Ranger companies onto strategic high ground and abandoned port facilities on the southern shore. The Rangers' mission was to seize and hold terrain, establish blocking positions, and prevent Iranian reinforcements from reaching the contested areas. The fighting started almost immediately. Delta Force teams encountered stiff resistance as they approached the first missile command post. Iranian guards opened fire from concealed positions, but the Delta operators moved with lethal precision. Using night vision and suppressed weapons, they cleared the bunkers in a matter of minutes, destroying the command computers and capturing several Iranian officers responsible for coordinating attacks on shipping. Meanwhile, the Rangers faced a different kind of challenge. As their Chinooks touched down on rocky terrain, Iranian forces rushed to respond. Ranger squads quickly established defensive perimeters and began pushing outward. Heavy machine gun teams set up on ridgelines, while sniper elements picked off Iranian spotters trying to call in mortar fire. The Rangers' ability to seize ground quickly and hold it under pressure proved crucial in the early hours of the operation. One of the most intense moments came when Iranian patrol boats attempted to flank the Ranger positions from the water. Delta Force operators, positioned on higher ground, provided overwatch and called in precise coordinates. Ranger anti-tank teams responded with Javelin missiles, destroying two boats in bright explosions that lit up the night. The remaining Iranian vessels turned back, unwilling to face the coordinated firepower. Throughout the night, the two units worked in perfect sync. Delta Force focused on high-value targets and intelligence gathering, while the Rangers provided the muscle to secure and hold captured territory. When Delta operators discovered a hidden cache of anti-ship missiles inside a coastal bunker, Rangers moved in to secure the area and destroy the weapons before they could be used. By first light, the tide had clearly turned. Several key Iranian positions along the strait had been neutralized. Missile batteries that once threatened passing tankers were now smoldering ruins. Observation posts that had been directing Iranian boat movements were silent. The Rangers had established strong defensive lines on the high ground, creating a secure corridor through the strait. Delta Force operators extracted with valuable intelligence materials and several high-value prisoners. The Rangers remained in position, reinforcing their hold on the captured terrain and preparing for potential counterattacks. The impact was immediate and far-reaching. With these critical positions secured, Iranian ability to restrict movement through the strait was severely crippled. The first group of international oil tankers that had been waiting offshore for days finally began moving again under the protection of American forces. Shipping companies reported a sudden sense of relief as the passage became viable once more. Back at the Forward Command Center, the Joint Operations Commander received confirmation from both units. He looked at the updated map showing green icons where Iranian threats once stood and said, "They did exactly what we needed them to do. The strait is opening again because of their actions tonight." This joint operation highlighted something rare and powerful: the seamless integration of Delta Force's surgical expertise and the 75th Ranger Regiment's ability to seize and hold ground under fire. Together, they achieved what few forces in the world could, breaking through heavily defended Iranian restrictions in record time. As the sun rose higher over the Strait of Hormuz, the waters below began to sparkle with renewed activity. The first tankers moved slowly through the passage, their crews no longer fearing sudden attacks from the shore. The Rangers stood watch on the ridges they had captured, while Delta operators prepared for their next mission. For the men who fought through the night, there were no victory parades or loud celebrations, just the quiet satisfaction of professionals who had completed a dangerous job and opened a vital lifeline for the world. Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Brooks, one of the senior Delta Force officers involved, later reflected on the operation. "We didn't come here to make noise. We came here to get the job done. Tonight, with the Rangers beside us, we got it done." The Strait of Hormuz, long a flashpoint of tension and economic risk, is beginning to breathe again. Thanks to the courage and skill of Delta Force and the 75th Ranger Regiment, the passage is no longer under Iranian restriction. The waters are flowing freely, once more protected by America's elite warriors, who answered the call when it mattered most. This operation will be remembered as a turning point. When Iran tried to close the strait, Delta Force and the Rangers helped tear those restrictions wide open. The mission continues, but the first and most difficult step has been taken.